Hello, my crafty friends. I'm working on getting signatures ready for the Mermaid Journal for Lori Richard, and I've got a couple of pages here that I haven't put napkins on, and I thought I would do that while I'm on this video, just in case any of you haven't seen that done. But I didn't want to do all of them while you were here because I figure most of you've seen that done. But I thought I would show you the pages that I'm going to put in it. This page is it's a wallpaper border, and I put some napkin on the inside, and I'll have to do something over that. And then this is a file folder, and I put napkin on that. And then this is the beautiful scrapbook paper. Here's one of her pretty penny papers, and I put a napkin on the back of that. Here's another gorgeous penny paper, and I put a napkin on that. And these are just the beginnings. And here are some more of her, I've shown these in the other video, but here's some more of the pretty papers that she dyed. And another penny paper that I put a napkin. And these two were similar, but not exact. As you can see, the colors are a little bit different. And here's another wallpaper border with a napkin. And I don't know how that yellow got on there, but I'm going to have to incorporate that in because it's there. And another pretty penny paper with a napkin. Here's one of the pretty scrapbook papers that she sent. And here are some more of the dyed papers. And here's another penny paper, and I haven't put anything in it. I don't have any more napkins that fit the theme, so that one's just going to be blank. And I did this with that same napkin I did on the other one. I liked it so much I used it twice. There's another plain penny paper. Here's another scrapbook paper. And here's some more of the dyed papers. And then I've got these two right here. And I really struggled with how many pages to put in each signature, and I think I ended up deciding to do eight pieces of paper in each signature, for several reasons. For one reason, I did decide I wanted to go ahead and find a way to incorporate those really what do you call it, dimensional tags that I made in the second video. And so I'm going to need some space. Plus, I'm going to work on these pages, and they're going to expand. And the book itself is this big, so it's got room to expand. I may just put a couple of those dimensional tags inside. What I'm thinking about doing is putting some pockets on these two and putting a couple of them in that way. And then the others I may just send with it. We'll just have to see how it goes. But I mentioned in the last video I was in a little bit of a conundrum, and part of that is just because I have these two sides of me that are always at war. I'm going to talk about it while I'm gluing these down. I have these two different sides of my crafty nature that are at war. One side is the part of me that likes everything to coordinate and that kind of thing. And then the other is the side of me that likes everything. And so it's hard to get those two different sides to work in a lot of cases, not just this case. But in this case, I've got an extra, let's see if I can get that to tear off there, an extra bit of, ew, that's going to look good, of a problem with it, because a lot of the embellishments that Laurie sent are really cute and whimsical little embellishments. And if you go back and watch the very first video, I show everything that she sent. And she sent a lot of really cute embellishments, and but they're really real whimsical little embellishments. And she sent some die cuts, and some of those die cuts are black silhouettes that look more like a more mature mermaid kind of book. Just a second, I forgot my wax paper. And the other die cuts are the sweet little whimsical kind of die cuts, like go with, and there are lots of stickers, and they're kind of cute and whimsical. And so it's like she's got the same problem I have. She has all these things that she likes, and they're all mermaidy or oceany, but they're not all necessarily the same kind of thing. And while that's not a big problem, and it makes it fun because it's not all exactly alike, part of me wants everything to be kind of a cohesive, you know, things that go together, that match. And so that part of me is struggling with the more mature kind of mermaids and the little cute whimsical ones being there together. And one thing that contributes to this is that that somehow, and I'm not sure how it happened, I don't know if if you watch the first video, you know that the package that she sent was torn open. And she noticed after she watched that video that there were some things that didn't get here. And there was a package with there was another baggie that had some more shells and beads and baubles and things like that. And then there was the images. None of her images that she sent for this book made it here. And so I'm not sure what kind of images that she even sent. It doesn't really matter because I don't have them, and I'm gonna I have to, I'm coming up with something else, and I've got some, but I would bet, based on the other things, that it was kind of a mixture of images. That's bubbling up. Like there was a mixture of die cuts and all that kind of thing. And my question is, and I'm really not expecting anybody to answer it because I think I've already answered it for myself, but I'm telling you in case you ever get into this situation where you've got all kinds of things you really love, but they don't necessarily, they're not samey. I guess that's what it amounts to. They're all pretty and you like them, but they don't necessarily fit together in a way that you might be easy to work with. And so I was trying to decide, how do I make a cohesive book that's not chaotic, that has these oceany elements and the little girl mermaid elements and the more mature mermaid elements, especially when I was looking for images, I kept coming across more and more of those I came across the same issue with some whimsical mermaids and some mermaids, especially the vintagey stuff, which is something that I enjoy, being more of the mature kind of mermaid. And so then you have to decide, well, do I make one signature out of each kind? Do I make an ocean signature and a cute whimsical signature, and then a signature that is more you know, more mature vintage mermaids? Let me get some of them and show you what I'm talking about, because I don't think you can understand what I'm saying if I don't show you. I cut some of them down. This is where I'm putting stuff I've gathered from things that she gave me and things that I gathered up around here. Okay, so we've got these images that are kind of, they're vintage mermaid images. This one's a little more whimsical here. These are, you know, the more mature kind of images. There's a cutout. All of these are pretty much, you know, grown-up mermaid pictures, except that one. But that's still something that a grown-up lady would choose rather than something a little girl would choose. And I love all of these. And then I've also got some of these that, you know, these are a little more whimsical. This one's a little bit more like the mature kind of images. These are more whimsical, and then this one again is a more mature type image. So we've got all these pictures that we love, but they're not, they're kind of almost a different genre of mermaid. And so then you have to decide, you know, how do you want to portray all of these things in one book, along with the magazine pages that are ocean and things like that. And so I decided that if you do a signature with each kind, then you end up with signatures that are unbalanced. And so you might have one signature that's really thick, and one that's thinner, one that's got a lot of embellishments, and one that has maybe more paint or more you know, more flatter type embellishments. And so if you do that, you almost need to make several books. And she wants, you know, one book. And I want to make one book. That's but I want all this stuff in this one book, because all of it is stuff that she, well, the images I hope are things that she will like. I don't know what her images looked like, you know, so I don't know what her choices were, but based on the other things she sent, I think she will like the images I chose. So how do you turn all those into something that's you know, one book? And I've decided that what I'm going to have to do is just take it and do the, well, I'm not doing that very good. Luckily, I'm going to paint around it. I'm just going to intersperse them. It's going to be like, how would you describe it, I guess? A, you know, a surprise book around each page. You know, the next page, you don't know what it's going to be. You can't base you can't base the next page on the last page, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And so that's what I finally decided that I'm going to do, is take the just take it, and it's just, I'm just going to intersperse things throughout the book. Some pages will be more whimsical, and some pages will be more you know, have poems and quotes and the more mature type mermaid images. And some pages will be about the ocean and not just about mermaids specifically. So that's kind of what I've come up with to do to hopefully hopefully this will take care of that problem. Let me back off a little bit. I'm kind of out of frame. I'm sorry. And Laurie, if you don't like that idea, please let me know, because I know you'll watch this. And if you would rather have me just choose something, let me know. But right now I'm liking the idea of trying to mix the things together and make each page, you know, a surprise from the last one. I'm trying to get this I know I don't have to cover the whole thing, but I want to. And since I get to make the book, I get the choice to make the book, I get to cover the whole thing if I want to. Because I want to add other stuff in. One thing, some of you, I'm going to go ahead and divulge right now, because some of you will be watching this and you won't know about that. And you might wonder why I'm doing so much to the book and not leaving her more room to play. And the reason is because she doesn't really want to write in it or to do art in it. She just wants to enjoy it. And so I'm trying to make it something that when she gets it, she can immediately just enjoy it. So that's my goal. And she can just turn the pages and be happy with it the way it is. Of course, I guess if she's not, she can always add more to it, or change it in some way if she wants to. But I think that she's probably she's a sweet girl and probably eclectic enough that she will enjoy what I'm doing. I hope I'm right about that, because I'd hate for her to give me all this stuff to make a journal out of and then not enjoy the results. So here is the last of the pages that I'm going to put napkins on. And once we get those done, then I'll come back and I'll make the signatures. And so I can put them together and start working inside them. There's going to be a variety of things, you know, kinds of pages to work on. I'm probably going to do some painting out and some collaging, and I'm not sure what all, but it's going to be a fun journey. I hope you stick around and enjoy it with me. God bless you. Bye-bye.